All right, we are live.
Sound working?
Yeah.
All right.
I tested it. Everything should be good. If anyone jumps on and hears us, let us know.
Yeah,
But
last week we had some technical difficulties, but you know.
yeah, finally ironed that out. Perils of live podcasting.
Right. Got the Coffee Tonic today. What coffee do we have in it?
Discovered a wonderful mix. So Thunderkiss for Catalinas, mixed with White Belt from Ground Shark, cold press.
Very nice, light, subtle flavor, but it's beautiful.
It's good.
Beautiful blend.
It's a little sweetness to it.
Yep.
Oh, and it's Friday. Someone's mowing their lawn. Of course.
Friday. Yeah.
10:15 in the morning.
A beautiful morning. Sun's out mowing.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Bananas looking strong.
Oh, Miss Krista's on. Sounds good today. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Krista.
Thank God.
I figured it out. It took too long, but I'm very happy. We now have multiple sound options, by the way.
Meaning?
Going through all the options. I brought them all out today just in case.
What's that one?
This is a like a meeting mic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like a remote meeting mic.
Yeah.
And I plugged that guy in, and it it totally worked really well.
Cool. You use
So
that. We need to use that at some point.
Yeah, when we have more than 2 people, because I got a single version of these mics, but as you found out, that shit don't work.
Right.
I can't plug that into a splitter and then put it into the mic compressor and make it work. So is what it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, jumping off about 30 minutes. You have yoga.
It's good.
You can play us in yoga. We're soothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Had Brandon on last week.
Yeah.
Slice. It was a great episode. I loved it.
It was a great episode.
Talking to him.
Yeah, Brandon's the man, dude.
For sure.
I love that guy.
King of cheesecakes.
And cannolis now.
And cannoli, yeah.
I'm stupid excited about the cannolis.
Going into that action.
Go short legs.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
What'd you get into training wise this week?
Training wise, PT, lots of physical therapy. Saturdays I brought back like death day, push and pull sled and all that.
I did that yesterday. It was great.
Oh man, I decided last week to do some deadlifts as well, which wasn't a mistake, but was too much.
Yeah.
Because I had 3, like on Saturday, like I had way too many things shift to a good spot. Tore a bunch of scar tissue out of my toe, which is good, but like that was the only thing that had been fine. Then my hip shifted all crazy, which was also good, but like I said, stacked. And then I went to do those deadlifts, and my left SI joint just fell out, and like my leg went numb. I was like, oh, then I had to put all the weights away, like with the leg dying.
Yeah.
But it was all good. So I feel awesome.
Yeah. Good.
Sore, but like, yeah, really on point.
Yeah, I did some like deadlifts and farmer's carries and just kind of like heavier stuff. It felt great. Just felt so good.
Nice. Yeah, just to do it.
Yeah. And just to be outside, like working out outside is nice.
I love to train outside. Yeah, it was nice to be outside.
After being cooped up for 70 days or whatever.
70 days, 16 hours and 14 minutes and 37 seconds.
Check this shit out. Last night, like I'm like falling asleep or whatever. And like we hear twisted metal, like just something smack into something, like, just something gnarly.
Yeah.
We start looking out the window. I guess like someone had sped down a street, like blew a stop sign, hit a light pole, and like crashed into the apartment building like next door to us. Like,
holy crap!
It's the same apartment, but it's like a different building or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, well, Brooke woke me up. Like I was like kind of sleeping through it because like, whatever. I'm probably just having anxious dreams of twisted metal and screams. And
I'm
stuff.
Tired. It's okay.
It's not a big deal. So. She comes in, she's like, something's wrong. And I was like, what? I sprang up. We look out the window, and like nobody's there. Like the cops aren't there yet. I just see like twisted metal laying in the street. And then I see like 2 people off to the side. I'm like, oh shit, this is a problem. There's already people coming out, like running to them and seeing like they're like okay and shit. But immediately cops start tearing in, and the fire department starts tearing in.
Oh, good.
And immediately took care of it and took them to the hospital. I guess like I don't know if it was a drunk driver or something, but there's the news story this morning.
Yeah.
said they just like blew through and fucking smacked the building. And like, I think one of the injured people was like 12 or something. And because I saw him get loaded in, I was like, it looks like a kid. That's like a smaller person. I was like, that's a fucking problem. Like,
that's no good. Oh, jeez.
So, yeah, that was last night at like 11:30 or some shit. So,
okay, this is just time enough to go back to bed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I felt fine. Yeah. Brooke was like sitting there like, oh god, this is terrible. And I was like, well, I think everyone's stable, so I'm going back to bed. And she like watched for another 30 minutes, and I'm like in bed.
Everybody's still alive.
Yeah, everyone's breathing. Ambulances are gone. Like,
professionals are there.
Yeah, pros are there. What am I gonna do?
Yeah, seriously.
So that was interesting. I'm trying to think. I feel like I witnessed a bunch of weird shit this week. Like, it was just kind of like a weird week.
Okay.
Like people doing goofy shit, you know?
Everyone coming out of lockdown, man. Everyone's wild.
That and
brains are gone.
Exactly. And like, we're finally getting out of that apartment. So I feel like the universe is throwing all the crazy shit. Just be like, hey, experience it. Experience it. Because like last week, I just looked out the window and I saw someone like drop trow and just like pee on a building. And I was just like, what the like, just the first thing in the morning, I just opened the blinds and that was what I was like greeted to. And I was like,
urination.
What the fuck? I was like, all right. And then later that day, I was like driving back to the apartment. I saw a dude pull over, like violently pull over, and then get out and like violently throw up, like just a ton. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? Like, I'm just witnessing all this ridiculous shit. Like,
everybody recovering from being alcoholics during the lockdown.
Yeah, it's just like, welcome to being normal people.
I can't drink this much anymore. Oh, no.
Another thing was like 2 p.m. Like, it was like, I don't know if they were like, dude, it was like right next to a bar, so they could have been drunk. But like,
possible.
Or like bad sushi. I don't fucking know. Like, I was just like,
don't get sushi at the Tesco, bro.
Yeah.
Don't go to Tesco.
Yeah.
Don't get that sushi.
Just don't do it. But yeah, I don't know. Just odd week, I guess. Just
okay.
At home, like everything is fine and all that, but I just look out the window and mayhem is happening. So.
Yeah, you're your own little center of the universe, man.
Yeah.
You realize that I thought there's a fun lesson in that. Like, the world can be crazy, but it's still a choice.
Oh, yeah. I could have gone down and participated in the craziness. And I told Brooke, I was like, you want to go down there? Because I couldn't quite see like what had happened to the building. And I was like, do you want to go? Like, because there's police tape all over the fucking
Aren't you happy to live on a third floor?
Yeah. Yeah.
The car comes through our window. That's some spectacular shit.
Yeah. No shit. That's some rush hour fucking cruising. But I was like, you want to go out? And she's like, fuck no. I was like, yeah, probably not a good idea.
That's funny.
But I mean, on that same building, like a couple weeks, no, it was a couple months ago, like the fucking third floor was ablaze. Like there's a massive fire up there. It's like that building is just getting torn to shit. Like,
oh yeah, they're gonna
crack.
Someone's collecting some insurance there.
Yeah, somebody's fucking around. But yeah, you just see some weird shit over there. It's entertaining to say the least. I mean, at the very least.
Well, it's kind of like being the one sober dude at the party.
Yeah, kind of.
It's entertaining because everyone else is acting like an idiot, and you can actually like have control of your faculties and remember.
Yeah, and you're like, wow, that's goofy as fuck.
I know why I don't do that.
Yeah,
hey, yeah.
How's your week though?
It's been a week, man. We've been batting around the idea of going back into the world.
Yeah.
You know, we're less afraid of the Rona now.
Mm-hmm.
But we were going back to jiu-jitsu, but my daughter felt weird about it. She's like, yeah, the park opened, but they're still saying stay 6 feet away from people when I'm wearing a mask everywhere. Like, she's like, I know it's okay, but I'm really conflicted.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, all right, man, wait a little bit longer, but we got to get back because it's that turning point in her life, man. At her age, you stop training now, you're a slob for the rest of your freaking life.
Yeah, it's a rough spot.
And then you come back, oh, I wish I would have done, like in your 30s, I wish I would have kept doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I keep telling her, I never met anybody that was like, I'm glad my mom let me quit karate when I was young.
Yeah.
Like, no one ever says, I'm glad my parents let me quit martial arts when I was a kid. Nobody.
Yeah.
I've never met one single human. So, like, I can't let them do it.
They don't shop around for martial arts, so they like will have like say exposure to like a McDojo karate situation.
Yeah, and I think that's everything.
They think that's
no one realizes you can shop.
Yeah, you can shop and find what's good. Like
in my daughter's situation, she found what's good. She has no idea that it's the best.
Right.
Like you don't know like the people that you get to train with and the selection of like instructors you have in one spot and the mat space.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap!
Right.
They remodeled while they were closed, man.
Yeah. There's a lot of space.
So yeah, like she I don't want her to ever realize how good she has it.
Mm-hmm.
Is really where it's at. So
Yeah.
I have to like get her to believe me that she has it good.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Oh,
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting back into the world.
The world is the world. Yeah. I'm excited to get back to training. Like all my PT is starting to really pay off.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm not healing anymore. Now I'm getting better.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yeah, I can move. I got 10 toes now, bitch. Everyone dies.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm trying, like I've been rolling like with specific groups of people or whatever.
Ah, Taha, what's happening? How you doing? Oh, I don't know if we can take callers on our new setup.
Oh, really? With this?
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, all of our shit is messed up.
Yeah, we're on a new system now. But you want to take a caller?
We'll see.
We'll see if it works. All right, I'm gonna pop that in. Here. Take those. Fit them in your weird ears. Oh, she hung up. I'm sorry. Fine. Okay.
It's all good. Probably wouldn't work anyway. So.
It might. This round we tested. I swear to God, this one worked.
Yeah.
We're just not ready, man. Yeah, we got a new system for we're not doing separate call-in anymore. So now that we're together, it's like we're relearning.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry we couldn't answer you.
So good.
Can you contact me? I don't know that we can. We're kind of in the middle of the thing, man.
We'll get you later.
We'll get you later, bro. We don't know if it works.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Other exciting news, though. Like I told you, I could put in the notice at the apartment. We're like shopping around and stuff. Got a couple places to go look at. I'm really excited about. So fingers crossed. Hopefully get a good spot.
Cool, man. So you got options?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
A couple choices, nice spots. Probably another third floor, unfortunately. So I'll probably have to like carry some shit up there. But
no elevator?
It's okay.
Okay.
We'll live.
I
don't want to carry a fucking couch up 3 stories, though. I'm like tiny ass apartments. So.
Well, I'll help you.
Yeah.
I'll come by. I know how to do that. Lots of practice.
Yeah, we got getting to roll again finally with like certain amounts of people and certain groups of people and like instructors mostly. So
nice. You got your group?
Yeah. So it's been nice to move and like feel resistance and like people fucking like actually pushing back. You know what I mean?
I have not developed a crew yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm waiting on that. When we go back to jiu-jitsu, I want to see what happens, and if I can actually train, because that's the thing. If I like, people are supposed to just arrive like 10 minutes before class and not stay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh crap, what do I do?
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't. Normally I would go to like a 11 o'clock class and bring my daughter.
Right.
If I can't do that, then I might have to just invite people over to the house.
Yeah.
Might have to like freeze my membership for a few months and then
you have the spot to do it. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the plan. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. You have the spot to do it.
But yeah, so I'm figuring that out. But the body's working well, so I have to get used to the well-workingness of the body.
That's a nice thing. Like with rolling, I've gotten to see, like I fixed a lot of stuff in quarantine and like kind of just, got a lot of stuff in line again that I was kind of ignoring for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Have had people post on my head and neck. Feels great.
Like, good.
Able to do stuff with it, so it feels good. Happy as shit about that. Knock on wood, keep that going.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just feels good to like move,
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm trying out different shit and just having fun, so it's nice.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Happy to have it back.
Yeah. I've missed jiu-jitsu tremendously.
Yeah. People.
Yeah, and that too. Just the camaraderie of like going to class and kind of just talking to people, it's just
having that
something I took for granted for sure, until it's taken away.
Until it's taken away, then you realize how cool it is. Yeah. It's nice.
But I'm also glad to put the new habits from quarantine into effect.
Yeah, keep those habits in
effect. We spoke about that a little bit, like just kind of emotional auditing and all that good stuff, just trying to put it in better habits coming back in.
Yeah, move forward to normal rather than get back to it.
Yeah. Because obviously like the first half of my martial arts career, whatever you want to call it, like was very like, you know, intense and like crazy and shit. And like this part is I'm like learning a lot about my mental health and all this shit, and like I'm starting to merge the two, and then starting to it's cool. I'm starting to merge the dark and the light and the you know, create something.
I feel that. It's a nice spot to be in.
Yeah. So it was, I mean, as an anxious person, I suppose it could only be like, yes, please put life on pause for a sec so I can assess things.
And breathe for a little while.
And breathe and see what the fuck is going on. Yeah. Granted, didn't want it to be a global pandemic and shit like that. But, again, had to turn that frown upside down a little bit.
I hope that the world does what you did, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you look how quickly pollution started to clear up and how things got better. Like, I was listening to some Rich Roll the other day. He was talking to a dude. What was this guy's name? I can't think of it. But talking about how the Roundup has basically destroyed the planet because it's a water-soluble. It's a pesticide, yes, but it's actually an antibiotic.
And that's the glyphosate shit.
Yeah. And so how it's like everywhere. But they said that studies show that if you stopped using it tomorrow, there are, in fact, organisms that can eat it and digest it and get rid of it. But it would be like 50 years before they drop to below like a toxic level. Right. But here's the thing, is we thought that same shit about pollution or healing the ozone layer. And that happened in like 8 days.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude.
It's almost like an interesting experiment. Be like, shut the fuck down for 2 weeks, see what happens.
like seriously.
Almost do it like systematically, you know. Like
but like, so the thing with like glyphosate with Roundup is right now they just sold Bayer, which is weird. So Big Pharma controls 80% of the food and Monsanto just sold to Bayer. Roundup's a different deal. Sorry, but Monsanto just sold to Bayer. So now Big Pharma controls 80% of the food growth in the world. That's fucking weird. But
problem? Yes.
But with Monsanto is this dude was saying that there's statistics that if you could get to just like some like 16% organic food sold in the world, Monsanto would like lose its grip on everybody.
It's not. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's a grand scale, but like big picture, that's percentage-wise.
That's not much.
Do that.
It's totally doable. And he was talking about different ways that like farms can do this on a mass scale and just go back to the older style of farming. No GMOs, no like crazy spray shit, like, and how like it's totally possible. It's like GMOs didn't happen until '96, guys. Right. So that was this weird stuff's been going through my head about like moving forward. Like, it would be neat.
It's nice to see like a lot of people like started like their own backyard gardens, like you got going on, like stuff like that. Like
speaking of which, man, look around, I got the new stuff.
Yeah, it looks good.
So I got some new some basil and some parsley in there. There's some little tomatoes right there. But I planted some things in the grapes. I'm gonna get grapes this year. Look how big they are.
They're growing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so I wired that up, but then I put some like some rosemary and some sweet basil and
No, these are
what?
These little guys?
Oh no, like in the those little guys, those are different. I forgot to plant those. I wonder if they're gonna work. But no, like in there I went and bought some grown plants. There's like 4 different herbs back there in like within the grapes. And so I'm trying to do like the vineyard thing.
Yeah.
They'll plant like aromatic herbs and stuff around the grapes to give them flavors.
That'd be awesome.
So exciting.
Backyard winery.
Beginning of the winery, bro.
Dajang Wine.
That's what's gonna happen. Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, like seeing like, and I don't have any space to do it at the moment. Like there's stuff I can do like in the apartment, but like even then I don't have like a backyard to plant.
You don't have like a patio or anything?
No, and even then the place where I would go, I don't want to spend any time. So like, I don't want to spend time outside like around, so I wouldn't. So and if I planted food, it would be fucking gone in a day. So
okay. I was wondering if you had like a personal like something.
So hopefully on the next spot we'll have, even if it's just a little fucking window box. Like I want something, you know.
It'd be sweet. Well,
so, but yeah, like that's sort of like where a lot of my anxiety and like weird stuff in terms of like worldviews came from, was from like food infrastructure, coming up and learning about GMOs and like you know, putting that type of thing in your body. It's not a good look. And you look at who controls what, and like it's obvious that people are sick this way. Like, you know.
Well, yeah, tying it all back to Roundup, dude.
Yeah.
Of the jump in like degenerative brain diseases and autism and like correlates real hard with like Roundup being used in mass quantities because it fucks up the chickamate pathway in plants. But yeah, that pathway doesn't exist in humans. Okay, but it's how we get essential amino acids out of plants. And so like it's this weird stuff, man. Oh, it's freaky.
And that's like a strange like leaching process over time.
Well, it literally, yeah, because it leached all the like medicinal properties out of plants. They don't have all the like the all the good stuff in them that actually makes you like feel better. It just
so arguably people have never really tasted true.
It's hard to come
flavor,
by.
You know what I mean? Like
it's a lot harder to come by. Even organic stuff still has, because of just the worldwide permeation of it, it still has a certain amount in it, which is freaky.
It is.
But I don't know. Like I said, man, if the canals in Italy can clear up in like a week and a half, and dolphins can hang out, like, dude, I think this is better than we think.
Yeah,
like, there's possibilities here.
That's the thing. Like the jury's still out on everything, so like no one's gonna be like, okay, this is what we can do next for this part. Like, you know. But like coming back, I think. Yeah, well, like we've spoke about it before. Like maybe like next year we'll do like a scattered thing and like an effort to do that. Like, obviously, hopefully again, not a global pandemic, but like shut down, see what happens with nature.
See what
like
happens.
I remember I think it was a History Discovery Channel, like Life After Humans. Did you ever watch that? It was sweet. Like they just like did simulations about like what would happen if humans just disappeared on the spot. And they talk about like they spoke about like Buckingham Palace and like what would happen if like,
I've seen
the
stuff like that before,
got loose in Buckingham Palace, what they would start to do, and like, well, they would get out and like live and flourish in nature and shit. It was hilarious, but like
that's cool.
Super cool. But I'm like, yeah, like, but you see New York City, LA get taken over by vegetation in like not a lot of time.
Just become forest real quick.
Yeah, in the simulator, it's like a I Am Legend, you know, like he's in New York City, fucking tearing through, the streets, but then he's like getting into Central Park and shit's overgrown. There's lions and fucking deer running around, like.
Nah, man, it's cool.
But,
yeah, it's pretty much what I'm trying to do in my backyard.
Yeah, like just you have this amount of space to work with, like you make it work the best for you, you know.
Yeah. It's coming around. I'm getting I got my landscaper dude coming in a few weeks because I can't landscape for shit. I can grow food, but I suck at landscaping.
Yeah.
So I got a guy, but I'm expanding the shade bed, putting in some pine tree action.
Nice. Like
little pine tree action. I'm gonna put ferns over here, so it's like a forest.
See, like I love like a good, almost like privacy fence out of vegetation.
Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of do that. I'm gonna and maybe expand it even, but I'm gonna start with like 3 little ones and see what happens. And then I'm gonna put some ferns over there, and I'm gonna put some ferns in the bonsai garden too. Let's get a little forest action. See, have that good air to breathe.
Yeah, like my childhood house or whatever had massive backyard, and like first thing my dad did was big privacy fence, and then like vegetation all around it, and then like bushes, and just everything. Yeah, he's good at landscape. He loves landscaping. He keeps an immaculate yard. Like if they were. There's like fucking homeowners association awards and shit. Like if he had entered into one, he would like take it the cake every time. Like,
nice, that's cool.
Like my buddy who has his kids like taken care of across the street. There's like I think his nanny is across the street or something, or his daycare. And he like looks on at the lawn. He saw me there one day, and he's like, oh yeah. He's like, your dad has an immaculate lawn. I was like, I will tell him that, and it will make him very happy.
That's awesome.
He like has like the edges down, fucking perfect. Like that's just how he is.
I'm getting there, man. I'm getting better. I don't want to be too hardcore, but I do want to be hardcore enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's the balance, right?
Yeah. I just like to have a lawn I can run around in barefoot and not step on anything.
Yeah.
That's gonna like jab me.
Right.
That's kind of my goal. Roll around, get all itchy and stuff, right? Yeah.
What's going on in your land.
Yeah, that's the plan. And the deck is, I think, together in my mind. I now know what I want it to be. I've kind of gone through all these various options, and it's been, more complicated, less complicated, and it's kind of simplified down to, I can do that with this.
There's something down the middle.
Yeah, I got it good now. So now I just gotta decide if I'm gonna have like call up some friends and we'll build it together, or if I'll hire somebody. I don't know.
My buddy Chris
can do anything.
He is really good at building shit. I went over to his house and helped him build some of his patio. His patio's really nice. His
patio's on point, man. Yeah.
And like our buddy DJ, he made a custom grill cover table, so he has like a fire pit in the middle, nice. But it drops down into the fire pit, so it makes a table out of it. So it's like dual purpose, right?
That's cool.
It's really nice looking. So. But yeah, Chris can build fucking anything. So
we got Ryan too, who can build anything. His deck is phenomenal. So if I can get people together, I would like to do it friend wise. That'd be neat.
So like, help me build the deck, unlimited training.
Pretty much, that's the deal. Yeah, you build the deck, you can train on the deck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much especially now, if anyone sees my basement, they'll be sold. Yeah, they'll want to come over.
You should do like weird single person invite tournaments. Like you get a scroll, like you just get handed a scroll, and like two people get handed a scroll and they show up and like fight and then they leave. Like,
oh, there's our Patreon right there, dude.
And you can like accept or deny or pass it off to someone else or like some shit. Like we can do a thing with it. That'd be funny.
Oh, you're a genius, dude. We'll film it. It's going up.
That'd be very funny. And obviously I would slip a scroll to Jason and I'd have to kill him in your basement, but
no death in the basement.
I don't kill him, but I'd humiliate him for sure.
It has to be entertaining. I mean, there needs to be some flips in there. Something.
Bastard. That's the thing. This past week I got to see him and like a couple other people like for the first time, like after quarantine and like training and shit. So obviously we have pent up energy.
Yeah.
And a lot of texting and shit talking has ensued, obviously. So
very good.
Scores need to be settled.
Nice.
You're getting a scroll, Corbett.
All right, man. Don't kill him. His children will avenge him.
Oh, I'll take care of his kids. It's fine.
Okay. He knows. Then they'll stab you in your sleep, though.
Maybe. But he runs that risk now. So, I mean, it's fine.
That's true. You always run that risk.
Yeah.
No.
Damn, it is a beautiful day. It's probably, 75 and sunny and like...
Just beautiful, nice breeze. Yeah, it is absolutely perfection out today.
Person stopped mowing that lawn.
Yeah, they're done, finally.
But yeah, definitely, like, my goal is to get like an acre or some shit eventually and like be able to till up and make some shit happen.
I would love to have at least an acre. That'd be really cool.
It's like I've seen all sorts of like, kind of like personal homesteaders and all this stuff that are like, this is how you can set it up, and this is it'll work this way, and this is why, and blah blah blah. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, talk about coffee culture. There's like that culture too. Like,
it's
all on fucking YouTube.
I'll take it to my mom's house sometime.
Yeah.
But nah, man. If you go down Roberts, there's 5-acre lots with like finished pole barns and crap. Like, I kind of wish we would have lived down there.
My parents were talking about moving that way. And I'm like, get something like that. That'd be fucking amazing. Like,
I would have loved to have lived there, like when my daughter was little, so she was used to it. Like, there's nobody. Get over it.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, that's like
the one
apartment we're looking at later today is like on a nature preserve. So like,
ooh,
it's like kind of like the backyard is a nature preserve. So
that's cool. That's way better than a golf course.
Yeah,
tell you.
I definitely would love to jump into that if we could. That would be my first choice, I suppose.
Buffalo just run by in the morning.
Oh, what's up, out there, Buffalo? Butt naked with a spear running after it at 3 a.m. Just because I wouldn't catch it, but
then you'd be arrested.
Oh yeah,
it's a nature preserve.
Yeah, oh yeah. What is that one that has the bison? Is it?
It's on Alton Derby.
Yeah. Okay, so that should be that area. So it is on Alton Derby. So
nice.
Maybe I'll have some bison in my backyard.
Heck yeah, dude, that'd be sweet.
That'd be nice.
I hope you live there. Come visit.
Cool. Because even again, I like to go outside in the morning and stuff, and again, I don't like to do that where I'm at now. I don't like to go out at night where I'm at. I don't like to go out in the morning.
Yeah. I like to come out in the morning and the evening and just chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I don't have anywhere to sit. Because I grew up with, again, like I told you, nice backyard and shit. Like that was a thing we did as like a family, like chill out on the patio. Like
Yeah.
and, like I've always had access to that, and then I go somewhere where they don't have it.
You miss it.
Yeah, for sure.
You'll get there.
Yeah,
You'll get there. You'll be okay.
I'm looking forward to it. So. I mean, I've upgraded. So, like, my first apartment, there was a body behind there. You know, they found like 6 months before I moved in.
Oh, geez.
The neighbors told me that. That was
That's
great.
cheap.
Yeah, exactly. It was cheap, great. You know. Then this one, you know, so that was awesome. Stayed there for a couple of years. Now it's time to get the fuck out.
Yep. Yeah, move on. Move forward, my friend.
Yep. You got any big plans this weekend?
This weekend? No, I think my daughter's trying to finagle a sleepover.
Nice.
We're getting back to that point, but she knows the list of humans that could be on that list, and she's finagling one with number one, with the number one person on the list. So, probably that. Gotta mow my lawn.
Yeah.
You know.
Standard.
Yeah, I gotta start prepping for all my new landscaping that's gonna be coming. Start messing with that.
It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I gotta go find like unique large rocks somewhere. I need to talk to people. I need rocks for the Miyagi garden.
I think I know some rock people.
You know some rock people?
I think. See if they still have the rocks, but I think so.
See what's up. I need some rocks.
My uncle has a fuckload of rocks, or had a fuckload of rocks at his property.
Yo.
Like big rocks that he had to like pull out with bulldozers and shit. So like, and he like doesn't want them. There's just a pile of rocks. Or there was at the last time I was there. So
right on.
See what he's got.
They got any cool looking ones? Like, you know the space I'm working with here.
Yeah.
I need some rocks over there.
Like you thinking like bonsai rock style or like surround?
Man.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd like to put some rocks over there and expand it a little bit maybe. Make it cool. Make them carve some shit in one.
You may as well do a sand section too. You may as well do the fucking carved sand. Like
I would, but there are cats in my neighborhood.
They'd be like, guys, community shithole. Like
yeah. Like I would totally do it, but like I've thought about that. I could do that with little pebbles.
Yeah.
I could do like a pebble section.
That might be better.
Yeah, so I'm considering that as well. But I want rocks and ferns over there.
Yeah.
And that'd be cool. Really cool.
You do a sand section in the basement at some point. You know what you could do? You know, like those vertical gardens?
Yeah.
If you could find a way to make a vertical bonsai, we can make it somehow like sit. Oh man, my buddy's an engineer and he made a bunch of those, so I'll have to talk to him.
Oh, dude, actually, when I get my new fence, I have like right there is totally going to be a vertical garden.
Yeah.
Just hanging on the damn fence. I'm
totally
going to do that.
Thing.
Well,
it's like you make a structure out of like sticks and interwoven, so it's making like a dome or lean-to whatever. But you plant certain things around it that like vines or like grapes or something, and it goes up in the greenery, covers it, so it makes like a natural fort kind of for like kids and shit. Like I would use it all the time for tent or whatever.
Yeah, those are cool,
shit
man.
Like that's cool.
Yeah,
love shit like that.
No, I've considered doing that with this, but
that'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't really want to mess with it too much because you got to just with stuff like that, you got to be careful, like flowering plants and whatnot. Then you're just attracting bees.
Yeah.
I want my bees to go other places. But no, man, like on the fence, when I get the new fence, I'm totally gonna like hang vertical stuff off of it and have like a vertical herb garden, and possibly do some bonsai action.
So cool.
Yeah. So yeah, we're on the same page.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like people don't utilize all the space in their yard, or they don't want to, or they just don't.
The transition phase is tough.
Yeah.
Like once you get it going, it's not so bad. But you got to build all of it.
Yeah, and that's probably people like don't want to always be in transition and shit.
You got to take the time to build it, and you got to like develop the pattern and get used to it. It's like the same reason why people don't work out.
Yeah.
The learning phase, like the first couple of weeks suck because you're just figuring it out, and it takes a lot more. It takes a lot more energy to figure it out and get used to it than it does like once you settle in. And if you get over the hump, right, then you're cool. And so that's just kind of like where I'm at. I got over the hump a while ago.
Yeah.
And now I can sort of slowly expand. But yeah, that's the plan.
It's nice and quiet back here too. Like you're still kind of almost on the edge of shit, but like so it's not crazy loud over here.
In the evening it can get loud because there's a park that way.
Yeah.
And you can actually hear people really well when they have soccer games and stuff over here. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, like.
But other than that.
My parents is like next kind of catty corner to those soccer fields on Spindler. Is that Spindler?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's.
Uh,
But when they have like soccer tournaments, like every fucking weekend of the summer, like you can hear them all day, like fucking
People go
6
nuts,
a.m.
man.
to 8 p.m. Like they're playing.
And as a coach, like you're like, oh my god, parents are stupid.
Yeah, I walk by.
These,
I'm
these coaches are dumb.
Yeah,
like you could like even from far away, you can just listen and pick it out. Like, oh, you're screwing up, dude.
like ball
Oh,
sports.
come on, freaking ball
It's
sports.
ball sports.
Ball sports.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Just ball sports.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I know we're fucking over here like martial arts, like like ooh, snobs, and everyone else is a football snob, and I'm like, God damn it!
I mean, we're all
I'm the minority. I'm the weird one.
I'm the weird one.
Really weird
Yeah.
ones.
Like, I still can't explain UFC to people. Damn it.
Yeah. Even
people
that's
still
what
don't
sort
get
of
it.
also been like a goal throughout my martial arts thing is to be able to explain UFC and stuff like that well to people. That,
well, in a way they can understand and appreciate
interested
it.
In
yeah, make them like, or at least like think it's real, and that they couldn't just step in and hang.
Yeah,
that drives me nuts. That still happens.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Like 20 years ago, I could understand it.
Monday morning quarterbacking, bro.
You know, back in like 15 years ago in 05, 06, I could understand people thinking about it because like Forrest Griffin looks like a normal human being.
Mm-hmm.
He's not.
Right.
He's extremely skilled in shape, amazing human being, but he looks normal and he's really humble and joking and like doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And people would be like, "Oh, I could step in." I'm like, no, you wouldn't last 10 seconds. Lyoto Machida would like literally eat you alive.
They'll kick you once.
One time, and not even hard, and you would die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what people.
Or like especially weird, with the little guys, like people looking at like Faber, or like
Demetrius Johnson,
or like Miguel.
Comes up to your chest, but he'll fucking clean your shit up.
Like Miguel Torres. And people hear about me saying like I'm convinced I could have taken Miguel Torres back in the day. No. Yeah, I met him. I could have, but like I trained my ass off.
And then that was still his job. Like
that was, and then that was still his job. So like I didn't say I could walk in. I'm like, I'll work my way up to that title fight.
That's the thing. It's like I'll keep him busy. I'll keep him busy for.
Keep his ass busy.
Keep him busy.
You give me 5 fights, then it's a match. But off the bat, no.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like people who know I've trained for a while be like, "Can you fight that guy?" And they point to like the biggest motherfucker. I'm like, I'll keep him busy. He won't walk away.
Motherfucker will wear out.
Yeah.
We'll both be hurt.
That's the thing. Most of that's the thing. It's like he grabs me, he's gonna fucking snap my hand by just grabbing me. So like I have to be able to do some shit quick.
I'm ready.
And I'm not doing just jujitsu either.
There's a headspace no one ever goes into. Mm-hmm. Like this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
This is gonna hurt real bad, but I gotta figure out a way to win it. Yeah. Okay.
And like it's funny, like I was fucking around with Jason and a couple other people, like, and they were like, "This is jujitsu."
Peace out, Miss Krista.
They're like, "This is jujitsu," and I was like, "No, it was 2-on-1." So I just immediately started biting and throwing punches, and I'm like, "This is not jujitsu anymore. Like you changed the rules, so I won."
2-on-1, bro. 2-on-1.
Like, you changed the rules on the fly, and I won.
That's funny.
Multiple attackers, bro.
Yeah.
Teeth come out.
Oh yeah. Teeth. They're good. It's like another limb. Arr.
He's like, "You punched me in the face." I was like, "What did you expect?"
It was a cross face. And with my fist.
Oh no, I straight up punched him. I had one of them like this, and the other one was behind him. I was like, "Golly!" It's fun.
Oh yeah. Good times.
Yep. And just another week in the books, you know.
That's how we roll. Yeah, we got to get our You can tell we need to get our sparring in. Yeah. Our fantasy time is getting really. Jumping up.
Right.
Like,
we're shocked back to reality.
We need to come back to reality, realize where we're at. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I got dumped on my face the other day because like I was like, "Oh yeah," it's just I just like got tripped and then I just like fell. I was like, "Yep." And I just got up. I was like, "Wrestling stuff."
Gotta get used to it again.
Straight on my head.
I've been knocked down. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that though. Because I feel like I can just react so much better now. Like I
feel like I have different gears.
Yeah, I've got gears now. Like my push off strength.
Yeah.
Where I can use all my toes.
I feel like
I'm gonna be.
I know what you mean. Like I feel like the immediate connection between like my toes and my hips and my back and shit.
So it's all just lined up. Yeah. It's gonna be neat. I'm dreaming about like jiu-jitsu again. but like really detailed.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm going through moves and counters, and like I've connecting the berimbolo to the back, and all that. Like, but I'm feeling it, like, and actually make it like I'm like, oh, it's time to train.
Yeah.
Like, it's making sense. I'm able to go through it in that kind of detail in my sleep. That means I got to train again.
It's time to go.
Mm.
Yeah, like
how's your coffee tonic, man?
It's great, tremendous.
Yes.
This is like not the first of the season, the second or third, maybe.
This is the second. The first one that you had was an experiment, though. So I put the maple syrup and stuff in it. This is the first, just straight up.
This is OG.
Yeah, straight up coffee tonic. But yeah, with the ground shark and the Catalinas together, it's very smooth.
I still have the white belt to go.
White belt's good, man. That's my favorite as far as ground shark goes. I mean, the horizon is life changing.
Dude, I left a review on the website this morning. I was like, the horizon changed my horizons. Like, or I said, the horizon broadened my horizons. Like,
yeah,
it's tremendous.
Yeah, that stuff's good. But yeah, the white belt being kind of the other end of that.
Yeah,
it's the natural process. So that's really good.
But I just finished up the blue belt, so like that was fucking phenomenal in my opinion.
Yeah, the blue belt's good. Did you ever try the purple?
No, I gave that one to Brandon.
I'll give you my sample.
Yeah.
You can try it. I'll give you that one. I got some left. It's good. It's different.
Yeah.
Oh,
they have.
Call you back.
You have all the sample packs from Churros and Joe's, like all the farmers market.
You hooked me up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we were chatting.
New, or are they just like
what? No, it's basically like he has like little bits left over after he roasts stuff. And we were talking about it, and I was like telling him how I'm into the sample game now. He's like, I'll hook you up next week, bro. And so these are all just his like I roasted it. I've got that much left.
His dreg packs.
And so he just kind of put it all in little bits.
That's awesome.
And but it's nothing I've tried.
Yeah.
Like you have to look through them and you snatch some.
That's sweet.
Yeah, but I've never tried any of these. They're so good.
So like he's putting different flavorings and roasting them differently as the small batch, or they're left over of a batch?
They're left over from larger batches. Gotcha. Yeah.
I thought he was like tinkering with like tiny bags of coffee. Like this one is like
no, they're left over from his large batches, and it's just like you got the tiny bit left. You can't fill a bag, and so he's like, yeah, that's how I make. It's pretty much how he makes sample packs anyway.
Cool.
But yeah, he just gave us a bunch, man.
That's badass.
So yeah,
where'd you get that?
What?
Where'd you get that?
Farmers Market. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. So
which one?
The Hilliard.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's back on.
Tight.
So Tuesdays 4 to 7.
One apartment we're looking at is like past this, like next to the Sunoco, like on Main Street, like up that far. You know what I mean? Like up Hilliard Rome, like past the roundabouts and shit.
Oh, right on.
Past the school.
Yeah.
It's like we'd be able to kind of like zip down everything and like go. There's like that new. It's almost like a North Market in Hilliard. Like there's a new kind of mini market.
Is that
thing.
Opened up?
Yeah.
I've been meaning to check that out.
I'm pretty sure Brooke and Ashley went yesterday.
I want to go check that out.
But
I've heard it's cool.
There. I love like having downtown type shit, not downtown.
I love that too. Yeah, I want to. You have to figure out how to tell me where that is. Like,
I don't know. I haven't been there yet, but
yeah, I want to go. I definitely would go to that.
It's like that. It's Bridge Park in Dublin.
Okay,
I've never been there. The same thing. Yeah, they have really good shit over there, and then Hilliard, they're starting to do the same thing. In Grove City too, they're starting to do the same thing. There's like nice shit in Grove City now.
Wow, that's weird.
There's like breweries and wineries and shit. I'm like Grove City, and I went to one that was really nice.
Yeah, I'm 100% okay with like tiny versions of downtown shit.
Oh yeah,
but in my little suburb.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
I did the downtown thing. I did that. Don't want to go back. I did it.
No, I'm not into it.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I like all the shit down there, like the restaurants and stuff.
The restaurants and the convenience of it too.
The atmosphere.
Yeah, but it's too packed in for me, man.
It's not my thing.
Yeah, I need a little space.
About some suburb style and that shit, because they have like, popular like 16-bit where they have like the video games and shit. Like that's cool, and they have that at Dublin. They have it in like Bridge Park now, and like they have this. They're like expanding that to like the suburb.
That little like apartment city.
Yeah,
up in off Riverside or whatever. Right? Yeah,
it's cool.
That place is cool.
And it's not as fucking packed. Like,
no,
it's reasonable.
Yeah,
it's reasonable to go to and not feel insane.
Yeah, it's you can find a parking space and not have to like search around forever and walk far.
And it's not on fire.
That too. That helps.
But the thing, I think there's that walking bridge that connects that to parts of downtown though.
Oh
Or,
yeah,
like, you
there
know
are.
what I mean? It's like, and I think that's open now. So
That's a cool idea, having like walking bridges and paths
Yeah.
connecting everything.
that's super dope.
Super dope, especially like here in the gateway to the Midwest that we are. The weather is not always great.
Yeah.
And the walking places is a challenge
Yep.
when it's freezing and snowing and icy and raining and
Or just like, have the ability to get to Grove City to Hilliard on a bicycle. Like if you had to go and like zip up a fucking path or something, you know what I mean? Like it might be a minute, but you know,
it's nice to have like but you're not on a road.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's paved.
Exactly.
And it's
like, that's
wide
what I'm
enough,
thinking of, is
and
like
that
when
helps.
I see people on like exit ramps, like, you know, I'm like, no, dude.
Those are so much bigger than you think they are.
It's scary. And I had to do that a couple times. Like, my car was fucked up, and like I was like, oh, fuck, I gotta ride the bike. And like one day it started pouring down rain, so I had like a shitty poncho, and I'm like,
I biked all over Athens, but that's a different animal.
Yeah,
Athens is still a small town, so it's not like on a
down
highway
there,
or some
you like
shit.
you zoom around, you might get fucking T-boned out of nowhere. People are kind of popping out, like.
Oh yeah, no, you like, but there's a rhythm to it.
Yeah.
Like in a town, like they finally have bike lanes now, which is hilarious. I remember when they first opened a bike lane in Athens, my mom sent me a picture. She's like 10 years too late, but look at that. I'm like, oh my God, that would have saved me so much pain and fear every day. But
toughen me up though.
Yeah. But no, man, it's there's a cool rhythm to it. And because parking is an Olympic caliber sport when school's on, like a bike is really the only way to go.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I can find parking spaces. I kind of know those rhythms as well. And I know, like, I used to know enough campus cops and like the ticket lady, so they could get away with stuff.
Like,
but
spot.
Yeah, but now, like, no, the bike is the way to go because there's always bike racks.
Yeah.
So that's what you got to do. Hey, what's up, EK Labs?
That was the problem. Like,
and Bobby.
I went to like when I was going to Columbus for a while. Like
parking sucks, dude. Yeah. Like, it's no good. Yeah, that's what I tell you. That's definitely things that stop me from A, just even going into the city, but B, from doing something like, I don't know, go back to school. Where the fuck would I park?
Yeah. No shit.
Ain't happening, man.
I just remember like having an 8 a.m. class and everyone else having a fucking 8 a.m. class and like fucking park and go around. And then that same day, not the same day, but like one of those days where I had to do that shit, catalytic converter gets chopped out.
Yeah, you got jacked. Yeah. Like, I'm done. No more of this.
Good times.
Hey.
Yeah, I miss that guy though. Fuck.
I don't know, man. Put it in perspective. Ronda Rousey didn't really graduate high school. She dropped out to be in the Olympics. Yeah. So
now she's on her homestead with Travis Brown.
Yeah, now the Browsy Acres is rocking it. So you're okay.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Browsy Acres, yeah.
That's very funny.
Now, speaking of which, that documentary you told me about.
Yeah.
We watched it.
Was it new?
It's new-ish because it goes through all the way up through the Holly Holm fight.
Okay, so like semi-updated, like.
Well, like it's sort of continuously filmed from her getting, but like slightly before MMA, all the way up through the Holly Holm fight. It's like one of her coaches and like a friend of her family basically was like, "Dude, we're getting this shit on tape."
That's cool.
And it's like it's almost like kind of low budget, and sometimes the sound sucks, and like it's really cool though. But literally, it's just like a friend.
I like when people put kind of like an organic touch and like kind of let the idiosyncrasies fly and just kind of like let it go. Like,
yeah, it's very much like, it's great. I wish it was on, if it ever comes out on DVD or something, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, my daughter asked to watch it the other night, and we finished it, and it ended up being a lot longer than I thought. I figured it would, like, you know, after she got the title, you know, maybe a match or two and it would be done. I didn't expect it to go, so it was like 45 minutes longer or something than I expected. So we're up half the damn night watching it. But it's
worth it.
Freaking, the beginning's hard. It's hard to watch.
Yeah.
But it's sad, you know. But
I haven't watched it yet. So.
It picks up. It's surprisingly good.
Nice.
But yeah, it's cool just how gritty it is, and you get to see. It's cool. There's at one point, I remember there being like some sort of behind the scenes shit when she was doing when Ronda did the Sports Illustrated cover, and they were in her shitty house that was being condemned.
Oh,
And
really?
they're like, oh, well, there was like sort of the UFC version of this,
Mhm.
where she's giving them a tour of the shitty house that's being condemned and they're moving out of. And you kind of saw that. But then on this documentary, you get to see like a different camera angle.
Ah, okay.
Because you saw
like that.
those dudes in that. Like, oh, they're just doing a documentary or something.
Right.
And like, you didn't think anything of it. Then here, all these years later, oh, that was the documentary.
Uh-huh.
And so you get to kind of see that different angle. And like, those are the guys that helped remove the couch.
Yeah.
And you know, you're like, what? That's awesome.
It really fills in some details.
So like, it filled in some weird blanks that I didn't even know were really there, which was actually really fun. And so
I see a different angle of that story.
Yeah, and I love Ronda, man. I always have.
Yeah.
I knew who she was in the Olympics. Then she came into MMA after her second amateur fight.
Everyone
I
wants
knew
to
she
be
was
like,
in.
you know,
So
she had a rough ending to her career, went to the WWE, whatever. Like, she was a pioneer for women's MMA, and like, you cannot
put MMA in the
begin to
mainstream
touch
in a
that.
way that like no one had ever had. Like, and so it's cool to look back at it and see how things have changed, because people were being interviewed before she was a one-word person,
right?
And how they described women and how they described her, and it puts in perspective how much that's changed.
Right. Yep.
Like, it's like, whoa.
Well, just like, everyone's like, oh, she sold out, went to movies. It's like, good for her.
Good
like,
for her.
She took
dude.
all of it. You know what I mean?
Took all of it, did something with it, and then had a ball for a year in the WWE.
Yeah,
just
what the fuck,
playing.
That's why everyone. It's so weird when people are like upset that UFC stars go there. I'm like, why not? It's hilarious. Like, let them do it. Like, it's probably like
the travel sucks, but it's a lot easier, man.
Even that, like, it's, you know.
Or like when Brock beat Cain Velasquez in WWE, people flipped.
Yeah.
I'm like, you do realize it was scripted, and they probably had a great time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
they got paid money. They
come
had
on,
a good
guys.
time.
Like these people don't hate each other,
right?
Just because they used to fight.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, they're adults about it. They moved on.
Yeah.
Oh.
But. And even just like the movies and stuff, it's like she took her career and her ability to do these things and like did something else. Like,
yeah, I want to see more MMA people get into action films.
Yeah,
just because the action's better.
Yeah, it's more believable.
Yeah,
and
you know like, what Gina Carano's been doing for years. I'd like to see Ronda do more, just because.
Gina Carano's another one. She was the first, like,
she was
like kind of like MMA sweetheart person who was like, oh shit, she's pretty, she can fight, and then like. Yeah. You know, she's well-rounded and she's acting like, and then Ronda like fucking punched that through the.
Yeah, but like, Gina Carano opened the door for Ronda.
Tremendous as well.
Yeah, and so I'd like to see them get a lot more play than they do.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, Gina Carano had Deadpool and stuff. Like, that was a good
one. Deadpool and Mandalorian.
Yep,
she played a really good, cool role in that. I hope she pops back up.
Yeah,
and
like. Some of the older movies and like B-reel movies, you know, like Keith Jardine's in them, and like like random people like that, like popping. They're like, oh shit, he's like Oleg Taktarov in a bunch of movies. Like, you're like, oh shit, that's that guy.
Yeah,
the dude that Renzo Gracie kicked in the fucking face and knocked out.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah. Oh no, man, you want to see something cool? If you get Amazon Prime, I watched a documentary called "Finding the Last Action Heroes." It was all about 80s and 90s action films.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It was so great.
That reminds me, like, I was just listening to snippets of Ronnie Coleman's episode on Joe Rogan.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. He's a cool dude.
Is he cool?
Cool dude, yeah.
I could have met him at the Arnold this year.
Really?
He was there early in the morning. They had like a Q&A with him, but I had to get my daughter on the bus and stuff. And
he's cool.
This was, before the time, right before the changes, right?
Yeah.
And so I kind of didn't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he's
a cool guy.
It comes down, like, he was asking, like, you know, he's like, what's it like living in pain? Like, well, how you're still doing it, blah, blah, blah. Like, all this stuff. He's just like, I just like working out, man. He's like, I just like it.
Train's fun,
he's
bro.
Like, you know, he asked him at one point, he's like, do you feel like pressured to work out still because you were a legend, I think? And he was like, nah, man, just like working out. He's like,
that's cool.
At one point, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's just very humble about it. He's like, he didn't even address the L word, you know. He's just kind of like, nah, man, I just like working out more than a lot of people. Like,
that's nice.
You know, his entire spine is basically fused and has cages and fucking everything, but he's still working out,
still training,
doing his thing. He's
that's
happy.
Cool.
He's like, well, he opened up about like steroid use and stuff. He's like, yeah, everyone was using it. He's like, they basically told us to use it. Like the DEA came in and told us to use it essentially. Like,
Yeah.
He's like, they asked to do studies. Like, what are you guys taking? Like,
Yeah.
But he just kind of opened up about that, and he's like, obviously, he has tremendous genetics and mental fortitude as well. But he's like, yeah, I took steroids. Like, everyone did.
Epigenetics.
And he was like, why? He's like, I was tired of getting my ass kicked by dudes who were using, and I wasn't.
Yeah,
So
I mean, that's pretty much why anyone takes a performance enhancer.
Yeah,
of any sort.
But then it's like, you know, he's like, we're taking the same shit as the baseball players, but like the baseball players don't have the discipline to do what we do. So like, you know, and do that sort of thing. So it's like, all right, it's just an interesting perspective. And just a very like chill inside, like
I like
retrospective.
I like when people that were like top of their game though still train years later.
Oh yeah.
It drives me nuts when people retire and they never do it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't understand how you can even live like that. Like you
loved
it. That's why you got into it.
Yes, that's what makes me think like you never really liked it that much.
Yeah,
like you never really loved it.
If
or something.
You didn't truly love it.
Talented and you worked hard on this, but you never like loved what you were doing.
Yeah, but I like that a guy like that who was that legendary within his particular discipline.
That's the same.
Is still now like I just like to work out, man.
Yeah,
I don't need anyone to see me.
It's Marcelo's thing. He's just I just like grappling more than a lot of people. Like
yeah, I just want to be here. Yeah. So like that makes me feel good.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Exactly.
To see people like that.
Because I'll sit there and struggle some days and be like, oh, this, that, and whatever. I'm just like, at the end of the day, I just like to grapple and do this and teach it and do it and blah blah blah. And
that's like what I'm doing.
So at the end of the day, it's making me happy. Like,
yeah. That's good.
So it's reaffirming.
It is. It is very reaffirming that that people that were on the path are still on the path.
Yeah.
But that they weren't fake.
You know? Yeah. Shit, he had his struggles. You know, he had like 90 surgeries. You know.
Yeah. That's some crazy stuff.
No kidding.
All right, man. Well.
Yeah, it's about time. Huh?
Show about nothing today.
Lovely.
It's okay. It was good.
Feel it.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. Beautiful episode. Have a tremendous week, everybody.
Yeah. Keep coffee regular, everybody.
Peace in.
Uh-huh.